Oh, hey, Robert. How you doing?
I'm good.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Happy December
How have you been?
19. Oh, my goodness. How have I been? I've been pretty good. How have you been?
I've been excellent.
Really?
Yes, really.
Now, I hope all of you have been excellent. I wish you and everyone celebrating a very happy second night of Hanukkah, Festival of Lights. And it's almost my birthday.
It's almost your birthday.
And I love birthdays. And I love celebrating birthdays and acknowledging them. And I'm looking forward to the next decade, Robert, a lot. Really. I know you've been there. How's it been feeling for you there the past few months?
Great.
Really?
Great.
How?
60.
Yeah. What's it feel like? You're in your 61st year, right? Like, how does that work? I always
yes, I'm working on 61.
Right, because like when you turn one.
Right. You're one. You're a year old. You're not,
Right. You're not zero.
Zero.
Is that what it means, really? So we're really, I know it's
but it's like,
confuses me.
But the early 60s are in limbo because you really don't.
Oh my goodness,
you don't get all the benefits. Oh,
by the way, sorry.
When did anybody remind us?
What?
When anybody remind us?
Really? Goodness. Can't believe it. You would think everyone knows we like to kiss upon this live. Okay, go ahead. Wait, what about it? Your age? Hey. We love you, JB. Go ahead. We're talking about age. So I said, how's it feel to be 60?
So you don't get the real full benefits of senior citizenship, like healthcare, like and
that's what you're thinking
about.
There
are certain discounts
that's what you get that's what you're thinking about
at 62 or 65.
Okay, so is that what
you don't get at 60?
You're looking forward to that?
Well, yeah,
I know. He actually asked.
Was,
we were in the city last week, okay, and that's one of the reasons we didn't come because we were like out a lot last week, which is
no. But listen, I want to just tell the story of when the first time I was because it's a boring story. I'm making a judgment.
No, I was related to you being a senior.
No,
senior citizen.
This is a better one. This is a better senior citizen story. Right. When we were down in Florida.
Go ahead.
6 years ago.
Okay.
Easily 6 years
in my
ago.
eye.
So I was mid-50s at that point. And I took the kids to breakfast. Denny's, I think we might have gone to.
Sounds familiar.
And we got to the register to pay. And the woman at the register says, goes to apply the senior citizen discount. And I took great offense to that.
Wow.
At, 56, let's say I was. How dare you offer me the senior citizen discount? And then after I left, I said, what an idiot.
Stupid.
I should have just taken the senior citizen discount.
So listen.
But now I hope to, it's like I'm looking forward
to the perks of being a senior citizen. Well, listen, anyone who knows me and those of you that don't know me are going to now know what I'm going to say. Age is just a number. Okay. You have to live every single day with purpose and with choice and with love and with kindness and with care because, every day is a gift.
Yeah.
So not only celebrate birthdays, to celebrate the everyday. And there was something I wanted to talk about last week. And I got to tell you, it was also very hard. And the main reason I wanted to go live is really what we're going to talk about today. And that is about, and something I say a lot, is you never know what someone is going through. I loved Twitch, and may his memory be for a blessing. Twitch was one of the producers of the Ellen Show, the person he used to, he provided all the music, he provided dancing, he provided joy, he provided the biggest smile on the planet, okay? He was also on Dancing with the Star. On So You Think You Can Dance, excuse me. I get my dancing shows mixed up, Robert. So he was also on So You Think You Can Dance. I think he won on So You Think You Dance. He was married to a woman, Allison, who was a dancer. He had beautiful children. And talking about age, because this is related on how you show up. And also, you don't know what you don't know. He was 40 years young. And I say young, 40 years young. That's 2 decades ago, honestly. Our children were children like his are. And he committed suicide. And it's so painful. And he is going to be missed by so many. But on the outside, he looked happy.
Yeah, but he was obviously
in pain
and suffering.
So mental health and physical health. Okay. So you, through my eyes, I was thinking about this, through my eyes, you saw the physical deterioration because they were terminally ill patients that were recording their life stories with you, documenting, and you saw that on the outside. But guess what, people? Mental health is real. And you know what? There's been a lot of talk about it during COVID. A lot. It's been going on for a long time. There's been anxiety and stress and depression for years. People are struggling. People are inside. They could be yelling. They could be having a breakdown. They could be crying. They could be, oh my goodness. They could be sad. They could be grieving. They could be tired. And I have to tell you, I was thinking about this, okay? You also have family members that are dealing with family members that have people that are sick. And they may have, let's say they have cancer, okay? Just like, okay, unfortunately, too many people do. And you could see that cancer on the outside, okay? You could see it happening through weight loss. You could see it happening through possibly hair loss. You could see it through their demeanor, okay? And then you have the family members that are servicing their loved ones. And like, you don't know what they're going through. It's like all in their head. And I have to tell you, it is so important to have acts of kindness. Now, when I learned something, when I was a sisterhood president of Temple Emmanuel, one of the rabbis with the caring committee, the sisterhood was going to be part of, he said a phrase. And this is one of my favorite Hebrew phrases is Gimilut Chasadim. And it means acts of love and kindness. And honestly, show up, people. Call or text someone in good, in sickness and in health. Okay. Call and tell them you love them. Be there for people. Every small act, be a listening ear, give a compliment, goodness, give a smile, a kind word, please. Okay. Reach out to someone you know today because those actions, they just speak volumes, being there for somebody. Because
that's the bottom line.
There's
it's just
too
being,
much struggle out there.
Being available for people, that to have, especially, the holiday time,
Particularly.
notoriously is quite common for self-harm.
And if
in those regards, and
if you know someone in crisis, please.
Yeah.
Right. Like there is help out there, right?
Yes. There's help. There's, always professionals, right, available. And you say, why didn't someone, go and talk to a professional, right? Sometimes more importantly, being a friend to someone is how you get through, right? And there are so many people that are alone. And now, as like you mentioned about with COVID, the extra isolation on top of that, and then entering into the winter months, less sunlight, it's dark by 4:30.
It impacts.
You're not spending time outside,
or with people.
See other people.
Right.
It's cold. We get it.
So remind yourself, you don't know what's going on in someone's life. Take a breath. Don't take it personally. Okay. How people are sometimes. All right. Some people are just doing the best they can.
Yeah.
Okay. So the power of love and caring is huge. So I encourage you to be there. Okay. For everyone in your life. Okay. Not to it's goodness. It's like, think before you speak. Maybe let someone go online before you. Maybe sometimes just tell your story sometimes of what you're struggling. If you are someone who's struggling, call someone that will be there for you. There's got to be, we'll be there for you. Call us, okay? Because we really care. Because Twitch, it's still just like I can't. It's a week.
No, it's hard to get your head wrapped around it, and when you have people who you think are everything is just great, and that's a lot
And
of
it's not only about money.
and that's a lot of
It's like people.
that's a lot of the that's a lot of the problem with social media.
Right.
Is that you look at social media and you see people's lives, right? And they're kind of not real, a lot of what we see, right? Of how wonderful things are, and people traveling and going on vacations and new cars and jewels and designer handbags and everyone. It's like, wow, what a life, right? Well, you have to take everything with a couple of grains of salt, right? Because don't forget, when you're looking at things like that, sometimes people, for their own mental health, need to kind of make things seem a little bit better, but the underlying issues are still there. That doesn't go away. The picture we paint on social media doesn't fix what we're trying to paint.
Do you think it's hiding something sometimes?
Oh,
so you think the smiles are hiding things?
Sure. Listen, life is balance, right? We all know that life is balance, right? That not every day is wonderful. Yet you don't see people posting like, "Oh, I'm having a miserable day." Right? It's always like, "Yeah, we're at the beach and it's great. We're on the boats and having a great time and things are wonderful."
So no matter what, no matter how someone looks or acts, you never really know what's happening in their lives.
Yeah, you just you don't. But I think a lot of times
you need to show up as the good one.
Well, so here's the thing, and I think if we paid attention more to what's going on around us, okay, and I don't profess to be an expert on mental health or crisis intervention, but I have to believe that in many cases, there are signs and signals that are being missed, okay? That if someone were paying closer attention, I'm not meaning spending more time or anything like that.
Awareness.
Being aware, actually listening to what someone is saying, and
in
more
between the lines.
Importantly, listen to what they're not saying, okay? And don't discount your common sense when it comes to that. Like, oh, it couldn't be. No, they can't be that depressed. That's, of course they don't mean that when they say they're going to hurt themselves or hurt others.
But
right. So
you don't see mental health challenges. So that's the most important thing to know. You do not see that. Okay. Even though it's eating away inside. Right.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, I had recently said to a friend, talking about someone who is going through, it seems, some depression, what it appears to be. Again, I'm not certified, but it sounds like depression. And my recommendation was if a friend or a family member can't get through, perhaps maybe even clergy could. Right. I just thought maybe that'd be worthy of reaching out to. So maybe they have resources or could know way better ways to handle it other than the other resources that there are resources. There are, but you also, you have to be there for people.
Yes, absolutely. And don't just say you're going to be there for people. You really got to be there. If someone is going to turn to you, to rely on you, to confide on you, and you're not there for them, that's when, they reach out. That's, that is indeed unfortunate. But, listen, everyone has their own things going on, and you only have, so much to give, right? And you hope that if everyone gives a little, because we all have time, excuse me, we all have time to give.
And we pick and choose
right?
what we do without time.
We want to be able, I think, use our time most effectively, right? In helping others. So, I think it all starts with awareness, just, being present, in the moment, listening to
And
people,
celebrating life
checking
for the
in,
good in
right?
life.
If you don't hear from someone for a couple of days, reach out, just say, how you doing?
Do you need anything?
Yeah.
Do you need anything? Do you need me to run an errand for you? Maybe people don't want to leave the house. There's a lot of social anxiety too, let alone with the health, or lack of that's going on around us, right? I mean, we have friends that have had COVID and the flu, and it just stinks. It stinks. It stinks to feel so sick. Okay. So what can you do? Right?
Deborah made a good analogy
Mhm.
about
Oh.
pancake in life. There's always
Oh.
two sides, and one side always looks better than the other.
And she also said, just like I said, you can't see mental health issues, she said invisible illnesses.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot that's invisible that's going on. And there were, there were lots of potential options to make you feel better. Listen, we have friends that unfortunately have pets that are aging, just like people are aging, right? And honestly, we still come back to the same thing. Have you tried some CBD? Right? Right?
Let the cannabis
Right?
plant.
So, I mean,
help.
the thing is like, what we know works for us. I know I enjoy CBD, okay, on a regular basis, topically and as a, what do I do? My oils are considered a
vape?
No, right. So what's the deliverable? Oral. No, right? Oral.
An inhalant? When you vape?
Yeah.
You're inhaling.
So all I know is that, everyone has their preference of delivery, but those two are really effective.
Yes, but you must absolutely know the source from which it comes.
Yes. And also to wake up your endocannabinoid system, which is, again, something we'll talk more about now that we're back. But all I could say is I will miss seeing Twitch on all the dancing shows that I watched him on, because to me, he was just amazing. He doesn't know me, so I feel like his whole family, I feel so sad, but I get back to the same thing. He was 40 years young. I am so grateful. I live with an attitude of gratitude. I value every single moment of this life that we were given. And I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I love living this life with you. I love our family and our friends. And I love really that you have tuned in to spend some time with us. Hi, Rich. Happy holidays. And hi, Guy. Nice to see you here.
So it's, again, it's a tough time of year, and just, be extra sensitive to knowing that some people might not be dealing with the holiday season as well as others.
If you or anyone wants to continue to have a dose of positivity. What?
Yes. Hi, Jackie.
Where? Oh, hi. Hi, Jackie. I kiss all of you that have decided to join us live, and any of those of you watching in replay.
But what Holly was going to say was,
go ahead.
Is please
visit,
get on our mailing list, because we're going to be releasing some really exciting things come January. So head over to hollyandrobert.com. We have just a landing page there that you can put your name and your email address, get on our email list, so that you can get all of the updates that'll be happening with what we're doing. So,
and I also hope you're on the Holly and Robert pages, both on Facebook, on Instagram, and where else? Is there anywhere else?
Facebook, Instagram, right now.
That's it right now, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll continue to share our channels, but YouTube, we're going to be on
YouTube, our YouTube channel. This is being fed out to YouTube. It's being fed out to our LinkedIn. So yeah, we're hitting all of,
and feel free to share it with friends and family, colleagues, people that that will benefit from the talks that we have here. We come to you with personal and professional experience, as 30 years of living, loving, playing, and working together for 30 years. And also We are serial entrepreneurs, so we know a thing or two about business, the ups, the downs, the ins and the outs. And we love learning. We are lifelong learners, and we want to continue
So I
to
put in the comments.
educate and entertain you. Yep.
Well, but I don't know if
The link?
you'll see it come up. I don't know if you'll see it come up. It only pushes out to the YouTube channel because
Well, you will see it on the
Judy had
screen.
asked to post it, I guess, in the
okay.
links, but I can't.
So it's
I can't do that here.
hollyandrobert.com. And
You'll have to type it in manually. Judy.
oh, darn, that's a toughie. So let's sign off.
Yes.
Okay.
That would be good.
I am looking forward to the next decade, 2, 3, 4 with you. I hope we live to 100, but I think enjoying our 60s together is going to be a really fun ride.
It is. I've been enjoying it so far, and it'll be nice to have you join me.
Oh, I love you.
More.
Okay, I want a kiss.
A kiss?
Another one.
Is that what you're gonna get?
I want a kiss.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you soon.
We'll be back. I guess sometime soon.
Yeah.
At all this week, maybe.
I would like to. I told you I requested that, but it depends if my executive producer will oblige.
Okay. We'll see if I can be convinced. How's that? All right.
We always welcome your comments. We always welcome your input and feedback, and especially if it's good. I'm kidding.
Exactly.
Thank you for
Bye,
tuning
everyone.
in.
See ya.